Well, Pennsylvania's new state budget increased spending by over $2 billion. And one policy area that benefited was programs to combat gun violence in the state. WENY Pennsylvania Capitol correspondent Kara Jeffers is live in Harrisburg tonight with a breakdown of the continued investments. Good evening, Kara.
Good evening, Renata. Most Republicans and Democrats do not have a lot in common when it comes to gun control laws. However, both recognize the devastation that comes from gun violence in communities. This is the fourth year in a row that there's been bipartisan support for more funding for safe community initiatives. When Governor Josh Shapiro signed Pennsylvania's $47.6 billion budget into law on July 11th, he gave $56 million towards gun violence prevention. That is a $16 million increase from last year.
This is about people's right to live safely in their communities, to walk down the street without fear of getting caught in the crossfire, to send their kids to school and go to the grocery store without fear of being gunned down.
In the breakdown, the state's Violence Intervention and Prevention Program, VIP for short, got a $5 million increase. This helps groups like Benchmark in Lancaster, PA, mentor kids after gun charges and help those at risk of getting involved with gun violence.
Before that, we're going to try to implement these services and see what the need is, because we found that majority of the people that are working with these guns or have these guns, there's another need. So whether it's a basic need, or they're looking for that family, or they're looking for friends, or something that they need, and we try to attack that before it gets too far.
There was also $11.5 million given to create the new program Boost, building opportunity through out-of-school time. While celebrating progress, Pennsylvania has had the second largest decline in homicides in the U.S. in the past year. The lieutenant governor highlighted there is more work to be done on gun violence in the state.
While we often focus on interpersonal violence when we talk about guns, the majority of gun deaths in Pennsylvania are suicides. Gun suicides are more prevalent in rural communities in Pennsylvania. We need to make sure we're addressing that as well.
One way to keep people safe, make sure that you have your guns locked up and only accessible to the people who need to be accessing them. Pennsylvania's gun violence statistics have gotten back to pre-pandemic levels. Organizations are continuing to try and reduce those to as few as possible. The better our communities are more safe, the better they are. In Harrisburg, I'm Kara Jeffers, WENY News.
All right, thank you, Kara.